Today on The Struggling Guitarist, I'm going to struggle through Holy Diver by Dio. I'll see you there. Ooh. So welcome to Holy Diver by Dio. Fantastic stuff. Metal at its finest and a fantastic video because he's running around like Conan through a castle with a sword. It's epic. You've got to see it if you haven't already. What we're here for is to learn his song, Holy Diver. Now, Holy Diver is really a cool song. The overall riff is not overly hard. We can all learn it. You can learn it for sure. There's some cool riffs throughout it. There's an awesome solo, but the rhythm is fantastic. Now, what's really interesting about it is almost every different measure is slightly different. The long short is that you have to learn all these different parts. We're going to work on a truncated version today that will definitely grab the feel of it, and you can basically play it all the way through no matter what. So let's get started. So to start this song off, we're going to begin with a basic gallop strum. And it's going to be 1 and a 2 and a 1 and a 2. So for these, we're going to be doing power chords. And the power chords are going to be just the 2-string power chords. If you want, you can do the 3-finger power chords by cramming in your pinky or laying down this middle finger to get this 3rd string. Give it a little more richness. Personally, kudos to you if you can do it. I think it would probably sound better. However, I'm going with what's easiest for me, and just that's the normal 2-string power chord. The other thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be palm muting. I'm sure most of you know palm muting by now, but just in case, palm muting is where you actually take the palm, ooh, I know, it breaks all logic, and you rest it lightly against the strings. Now, instead of letting the string ring open, now it'll give a thud sound. So we're going to start on the 3rd and the 5th frets at the 4th and 5th strings. Now when we're doing this, I am very sloppy. I should have better aim and hit only those 2 or 3 strings if that's what you're going for. But I just take wide swaths. It's not great. So I really have to make sure to mute this big string. But that's what I'm doing here. I've got my finger up and I'm trying to mute it as much as possible because I clip it all the time. So we're going to start on that 3 and the 5. 1 and the 2 and the 3. And then we're going to move up to the 5 and the 7, same string. And then the 6 and the 8. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and 4. Now we go back. 1 and the 2 and the 6 and the 8. The 1 and the 3. Again. So the last section of this intro is a little syncopated. We're going to count it as 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. But on the 1, we're going to be on the 3 and the 5. 1 and 2. On the and a 2, we're going to scoot down to the 1 and the 3. 3 and on 4, we're going to scoot back up to the 3 and the 5. So that would be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Oh, see, I messed that up. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Let's play that whole part again, just so you can hear it all together. And like that, you're done with the intro riff. We're going to be on here on the 3 and the 5, and we're going to be doing the palm muted gallop strum. It's 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 5 and a 6 and a 7 and on 8, we're going to move up the 4 and the 6. An open power chord. Let's try that again. Then we go back into it. 1 and a 2 and a. Then we go down to the 1 and the 3. And then to the 4 and the 6. and we repeat. And like that, you're done with the verse. So next we move on to the pre-chorus. Now the chorus in itself is very similar to the verse, so I'm going to skip it. Yes, there are some differences, but it's similar enough, I'm going to skip it. However, the pre-chorus, it's the section that leads into it, is really cool, and I want to keep that before we move on. So for this pre-chorus, we're going to be up here on the 4 and the 6, and it's going to be the 4 and the 6 on the 1. We're going to either roll our finger down or you're going to move your finger to cover the 2 top strings, the 4th fret here. We're going to go back up to the 4 and the 6 on the and of 2, and we're going to let that ring for 3, and then we're going to scoot down onto the 4th and 5th strings here on the 4. So it'd be 1, 2, and 3, 4. Now I will point out that I jumped that early. I'm so worried about getting to my mark, to my different chords, that I cut it early. So you probably want to let this ring out as long as possible. 3, and you want to get that to really ring, and then as fast as you can. Let's try it one more time. 1, 3, 4. And you're done with the pre-chorus. So now we move on to the bridge, and the bridge is extremely simple. You're going to start over here at the 3 and the 5, and we're staccatoing these at the end. So it's 1 and 2 and, we're going to scoot down to the 1 and the 3, 3 and 4 and, then we're going to scoot up to the 4 and the 6, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Let's try that one more time. Then we're going to repeat the beginning of it. Now we're going to go to the 3 and the 5 on the big strings. We haven't played this yet. And that's going to be counted as 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's try those 2 together again. Then we're going to do it again. And this time we're just going to go to the 4 and the 6 and let it sit. Let's play that whole thing through. I know it was confusing. I don't know if I explained it super well. So let's try that again. So it's the 3 and the 5, the 1 and the 3, the 4 and the 6, 4 and 6, and 1 and 3. Again. To the 3 and the 5. 3 and the 5, and then 1 and 3. Again. Let it hang. 3, 4. And like that, you're done with the bridge. So let's go ahead and play this entire thing through. So what you can see right here is we're going to do the main riff and the intro, followed by the verse, then the pre-chorus, then we're going to go into the bridge, and for the last time, we're going to go ahead and do that main riff all over again. 1, 2, 3, 4. So thanks for helping me learn Holy Diver by Dio today. It's an epic tune, it's easy to play, and I just love it. Man, you feel like you're rocking. Nothing beats the old 80s metal. I'm sorry, it just doesn't. I know I'm biased here, but oh man, is it good. Anyway, I appreciate you watching. I appreciate you being here. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you next time on The Struggling Guitarist.